What's up out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse and I am back for another comic book list video. And this time I am going to be doing the top 10 Spider-Man outfits that he's worn over the years. 10. It's going to be a top 10 list, but there's going to be more than 10 listed to be able to do this list properly. So, Spider-Man has had a number of costumes that he's worn for various reasons over the years, and there's a lot of them, but we're going to highlight what I feel is the 10, relatively 10, best outfits. So we're going to kick this list off, and we're going to start with number 10. There are actually 4 people that come in as number 10 because they have all held the name of Spider-Man, but none of them are Peter Parker, and each one of them has had their own outfits by going by the name of Spider-Man. There's a lot of history behind this, too much to go into right now, but coming in first is Ben Reilly. He first showed up as the Scarlet Spider, and they believed him to be the Peter Parker clone. When they believed that he was the original Peter Parker retired and Ben Reilly took over as Spider-Man in this costume. It was later revealed that Ben was the clone and Peter went back to being Spider-Man again. Next we have Dr. Otto Octavius. Dr. Octopus put his mind in the body of Peter Parker and put Peter Parker's mind into his, Otto Octavius' failing and dying body. The body died, Peter Parker's mind died, Otto lived in Peter Parker's body. Now you can see this is the superior Spider-Man outfit, looks a bit like the Scarlet Spider outfit, yet instead of red and blue, it is a bright red and blue, it is a dark red and black. And he also had these extra arms that came out the back like the Iron Spider did. Now we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. Now, he was in the Ultimate comic books in the Universe 1610. After Secret Wars, Miles Morales is now in the 616 universe, and this is the outfit that he uses, and he is still going around as Spider-Man. And we have Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Now, he normally wears this outfit right here, which was a costume that he wore at the Day of the Dead festival in the future. Now he's normally wearing this costume. You can see how it's got some, it's different patterns than the other outfits, but he still goes by Spider-Man. Now, coming in at number 9, back in the 90s, there was a storyline that was called Identity Crisis, where Spider-Man was dressed up as 4 different heroes at the same time, but they were all him. He had to adopt these identities because he was found guilty of beating up Norman Osborn, who was a business mogul at the time, and committing murder. Now, the beating up of Norman Osborn he did do, but the murder he did not. So he adopted these 4 identities so he could still help out his city and prove Spider-Man, which was him, innocent at the same time. Now, these are the 4 costume identities: Prodigy, Hornet, Ricochet, and Dusk. Prodigy was your typical standing up for truth and justice hero. Hornet was a tech genius turned hero. Ricochet was your slightly precognizant vigilante hero, and Dusk was your mysterious hide in the shadows hero. Now, the costume coming in at number 8, Spider-Man started wearing this costume when he joined the team at the behest of a fallen comrade. When they killed off the Human Torch and Joe Quesada hinted that he might not be back, his last will and testament was to have Spider-Man join the Fantastic Four. Spider-Man, of course, showed up as this. They told him that they were not being the Fantastic Four anymore, but they were being the Future Foundation. And in that spirit, and tribute to Johnny, this was the new outfit that they would be wearing when they would go out as a team. Now, coming in at number 7, there have been 3 models of this suit, but they're all basically along the same premise. It's time to talk about the Spider Armors. The first Spider Armor first appeared in Web of Spider-Man number 100 in 1993. Spider-Man was dealing with the new Enforcers. They had very many varied powers and some high-caliber weaponry. He had a pseudo-metallic compound that he developed to fight their various and sundriest powers. The suit eventually got destroyed, but it got the job done. When Spider-Man lost his spider sense, he was no longer able to dodge bullets anymore. After he got shot, he created a new spider armor in Amazing Spider-Man 656 in 2011. This new suit has enhanced durability. It is bulletproof and can also take a full impact of a grenade launcher without showing any visible damage. And of course he has his web shooters, but it has metallic webbing, which has the ability to block radio signals. That's what the new webbing can do. And the third Spider Armor. Spider-Man came up with this in Amazing Spider-Man 682 in 2012. This outfit has seemingly all the bells and whistles. The customized helmet with its enhanced hearing devices and enhanced lenses. The suit can fly. It's electric proof. It has its web shooters, enhanced durability, and a utility belt which contains various and sundry devices to take on all the members of the Sinister Six. Now, coming in at number 6, Spider-Man uses a variation of technology that was created by another scientist to perfect this suit. Not so much tech, but a theory that Hank Pym had come up with about reflecting light and sound. Spider-Man came up with this suit in Amazing Spider-Man number 650. You needed specialized lenses to be able to see the stealth suit. Even he had to wear these lenses so he could see his own outfit. Yeah, I know. The suit has the ability to cloak, canceling out visual and audio. It comes with the spider tracers. The suit can mend itself, and it is also fireproof due to being made of unstable molecules. Coming in at number 5, Spider-Man taps into the Unipower for this suit. I really like this one. At the end of the Acts of Vengeance storyline, a beaten and pissed off Loki decided for one more act of revenge. He combined 3 Sentinels together to be the powerful Tri-Sentinel and sent them to go and attack a nuclear power plant, which would have caused a massive amount of destruction. Spider-Man at this time would play host to the Captain Universe power and be able to tap into the Unipower that was granted to him to be able to stop and beat the Tri-Sentinel. Now, coming in at number 4 was a suit that he was given, well, he was given by Tony Stark near the beginning of the Civil War storyline. I'm really sorry that he had to stop using this because this was an amazing piece of technology. There is so much going on with this suit, I could probably spend the next hours going into detail about it. But the Iron Spider first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 529 in 2006, just before Civil War started taking off. He had these things called Wayludes, where these were extra arms that came out of the back, like you saw with the Dr. Octopus armor, and acted like extra arms to make him look more spider-like. He had gliding devices that allowed him to float on the air for a little bit of time, a mask filtration system which could protect him from nuclear, biological, and chemical attacks. Also allowed him to swim underwater. He had an air supply that lasted for 8 minutes. He had enhanced lenses that allowed him to see farther by focusing in on something like binoculars. It was self-repairing, had optic camouflage, and parts of the suit could detach itself to cover over radioactive material so it could be handled without exposing anybody else to it. Now, coming in at number 3 is the current suit that Spider-Man is wearing. It's a variation of his original with some, let's say, gizmos and gadgets being a part of it now. Under the definition of this suit, it is being called a spider armor, but since Spider-Man is using it as his primary suit now, I'm just going to go ahead and classify it as his new suit. This new suit first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4, Number 1 in 2015. This thing has even more capabilities than the Iron Spider suit. And so we don't get bogged down for the next hour in me trying to explain the suit, I'm just going to go over some of the aspects of it and what it contains. His new web shooters act on a voice command, and he can have his regular webbing to webbing that is strong enough to stop even Iron Man's repulsor blast. The webbing is fireproof. He can also have acid webbing and concrete quick drying webbing. These are just some of the things he can do. He also has explosive spider tracers. The explosion is so strong it can even cause the Rhino harm. The suit is temperature controlled on the inside, has a brain control override so he cannot have his brain taken over, enhanced durability, enhanced strength, has a stealth ability to be able to go camouflage. He has sonic disruptors and can also fire things that he calls bug zapper. They're taser light pulses of energy which are also capable of emitting an EMP pulse. Coming in at number 2 and number 1. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you've already guessed it because it's the 2 I haven't mentioned yet. But it wasn't really hard to figure out what comes in at number 2 and number 1. So, let's go over those now. Coming in at number 2, the symbiote costume. Spider-Man got a symbiote costume in the original Secret Wars number 8. He thought he was getting a new suit and accidentally activated the prison device. The symbiote suit had a host of abilities. It increased his strength, durability, stamina, granted him a healing factor. It also mimicked his abilities at wall crawling, used the suit itself to create webbing. Also, for some reason, it canceled out Spider-Man's spider sense. It also had camouflage capabilities. Just by thinking of what he wanted to wear, the symbiote would turn itself into that costume. He later found out from Reed Richards that it was an alien symbiote and it was trying to take over the host. So he would get rid of it and it would come back to be one of his most lethal villains in the future. Nothing beats a classic. That's right, the classic Spider-Man outfit first appearing in Amazing Fantasies number 15. The red and blue Spider-Man suit with the black spider on the front and the red spider on the back. We all know what he has in there. He has convex lenses in the mask that allows him to see without stuff getting into the suit to affect his eyesight. He has his web shooters, and he has his spider tracers. That's right. Nothing beats a classic, and this is the iconic Spider-Man suit. Coming in, of course, at number 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really did enjoy making it. Spider-Man is my all-time favorite hero. I mean, he is the one I grew up with. My very first video, in fact, on this channel was a Spider-Man team-up list. So I always enjoy doing stuff on Spider-Man. If you see this video and you like it, go ahead and give that like button a click. And I've got a lot of other videos on this channel that you might like. And some of these channels some of these videos, you might learn something that you didn't know before. So, until next time, I'll see you.